everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a review and comparison between these two products right here. So this one is the PERIPERA AIRY INK Foundation versus the PERIPERA AIRY INK Cushion. The reason why I decided to get both of them at the same time and doing a review and comparison for them is because I felt that both of them were very similar when I read about them on the site. Basically, both of this foundation and cushion is supposed to give you that airy finish on your face, which means that it's supposed to feel very lightweight on your face. So apparently the target is for those who have dry skin, who needs moisture on their face, as well as like a natural makeup and not too cakey on your face. And supposedly this foundation is supposed to give you like a seamlessly finish as well as a velvety matte finish as well, and it's supposed to last almost for 6 hours, so we'll see about that. But first I want to talk about the packaging. So packaging wise, obviously they are different. One is a foundation which has her pump, and the cushion obviously come with a cushion and a puff. Now in regards of the shades, I got both of them in number 3, which are the darker, so both are number 3 sand. It does come with 3 different shades for both of them, and on the side both shades look identical to me. The differences I could see straight away from getting this two is that the foundation actually have SPF 30, but the cushion actually has SPF 50. So I'm like, why are they not doing similar SPF? Why is it different when, you know, the shade is already the same? I'm sure they have some reasoning behind it, but yeah, I thought I had to bring it out because I'm all about my SPF, and because summer is coming for me, so SPF is pretty important for me. So let's talk about the AIRY INK Foundation first. Now AIRY INK Foundation, the packaging is very cute. It comes with this cover here, and when you open up it comes with a pump. Now this pump, because it was my first time trying it, actually took me a minute to pump the foundation out. Like a solid 1 minute to pump this out, but once it comes out it just flows like a liquid. Like obviously it's a liquid foundation, but it's so it's not that watery, but it's watery but it's thick at the same time. So when I apply it on my face, and I actually use a PERIPERA puff, so I used the Power Puff one instead of a beauty blender. And the reason why I did that is because I'm doing a comparison between with the puff, so I thought, why not try applying it with a puff to see how it's like, the finish, how the finish is like, and how it feels like applying with a puff, how smooth it is. And to be honest, using the puff actually feels really nice. Like usually I use a beauty blender and it just goes on really well, but using this puff for this foundation, it spread so evenly on the face. It was so easy to apply. It was actually really amazing. In regards of the finish, at first I thought it was a little bit too light on my face, but after using the cushion on this other side, it's actually quite true to my color, but just a little bit light, but nothing I can fix. I just put bronzer and it was fine. Now I could see straight away that the foundation actually sunk into the pores. So obviously one of the benefit that they say was that it's not going to go into your pores, but foundation wise I feel like this foundation does suck into your pores, so I definitely would use a primer. Now this one, in regards of the moisture, is actually pretty moisturizing, and I'll talk more about that during my rating. Obviously it comes in this baby pink packaging just like the foundation, the top, and it's a very cute, quite kawaii I guess packaging. It's very cute concept. On the top you can see that transparency going on right there. Once you open it up, it comes with a big awesome mirror, which is good. Also come with a puff, which I already use obviously, and it's a little bit dirty. And once you open it up, it comes with a seal, which is good, and it comes with the cushion. Now I have to say, in regards of this application, as you can see in my demo right now, once I push the puff into the cushion, one puff, like one push, just spread almost 3/4 of my face, of my left side of my face. That's how, not thick, but that's how pigmented this cushion was. It was way easier to actually apply compared to the foundation, and I already thought that the foundation was easy to spread, but this cushion was so amazing. It just applied so evenly. It was awesome, and I only need to use like a little push for just the top of my forehead to feel the rest of my face, which was actually amazing. So application wise, I have to say the cushion wins for this one. But in regards of whether it covers up the pores or not, the cushion actually covers up the pores, so the pores was actually not visible during the whole process. But I do have to say, for both sides of the face, it does not really cover up the under eye circle. I mean, like it doesn't cut out the lines, so it does show the fine lines under my under eye circle, so I would have to set it with powder when I do use this again. Now in regards of the finish, both supposed to give you like a velvety matte finish, but which one is much more matter? Much more matte? I would say the cushion is much more matte compared to the foundation. The foundation gives you more of that moisturizing effect finish on your face, but the left side, the cushion, I can actually feel that it is actually a matte finish, so it's much more drying. So if I were to use the cushion again, which I will use a moisturizing primer, but for the foundation I would use a normal primer that's not moisturizing. I would use the foundation and then I would actually set it with powder, because I feel like the cushion, because it's already matte, I'm not going to set it with powder. I hope that makes sense. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the ratings. So I'm going to rate both of them by the longevity, by the moisture, by the coverage, and the price. So let's get started with the foundation. So for the foundation, the longevity, I'm actually filming right now after using for 8 hours, and let me get my mirror. So for the longevity, if I were to compare with the cushion, at first it started off with the foundation looking really nice compared to the cushion. Like the foundation, because it was much more moisturizing, it feels really good. It doesn't show any crack compared to the cushion. But after using this for after 6 hours, so now it's 8 hours, I can feel that it looks really cakey and I see a lot of patches on my face, which I don't really like. So longevity for this one, I'm actually gonna give this 3 out of 5. Maybe it will work much more better after setting it with powder. It will probably look much more nicer, but for now I'm actually gonna rate it 3 out of 5. Now for the moisture, I'm actually going to give this 4 out of 5 because this is actually really moisturizing compared to the cushion. Because of how moisturizing it is, I would have to set it with powder because it does show the oiliness of my forehead and my nose, but that's not something that I can't fix. So setting it with powder, it will be great because I know it won't show any of my dry patches. Like both of it actually doesn't show any of my dry patches, which is good. And in regards of the coverage, I would give this actually 4 out of 5 as well, because it is a light to medium coverage, but it did cover up a lot of my redness and my blemishes as well. The coverage is not too high, but I like the finish of it. It is actually a very nice finish, and even after 8 hours, it didn't show a lot of my redness. Like, it's just patchy, but doesn't show any of my redness except for this one dot here. So yeah. For the price, it's actually really affordable if I'm not wrong. I think it's like 11 or 12 USD dollars now. So for this, I'm actually going to give this 4 out of 5 as well. Onto the cushion longevity. At first when I saw this, I was like, oh, like I can see the crack under my eyes and crack on my mouth area here that I wasn't really happy about. But throughout the day, after 8 hours, I can see how smooth looking it still is. Like on my face, it still look really, really nice. So I guess for the mouth area here and the under eye circle, once I prime with a moisturizing primer, I can definitely set my under eye area and the mouth area, and it should be okay. So longevity, I'm actually going to give this 4.5 out of 5 because it actually still looks pretty amazing on the face. Moisture wise, I'm actually going to give this 3 out of 5 because it does feel a little bit moisturizing, but it's not as moisturizing as the foundation. But because of how it's not as moisturizing, it doesn't show any of my oiliness, which is actually really, really good. Coverage wise, I'm actually going to give this 4 out of 5 because it actually covered up a lot of my redness, and it's not even showing any of my redness on my nose. After touching it now, it will show, but before that it didn't show any of my redness. And the coverage for this, you know, it didn't show any of my pores as well, which I'm really, really happy about. But I can imagine using this with a moisturizing primer, it will be amazing on the face. Now for the price, I'm actually going to give this 4 out of 5 as well, because the price differences is only like by 20 cents. So for me, I actually think this is worth it, and the reason why I'm giving this 4 out of 5 is because I have a feeling that I'm going to put this foundation into this cushion, because I'm telling you guys, they are very similar or like almost identical. That's my thoughts and review on both of this. As you can see, the ratings are pretty similar. The only differences between the foundation and the cushion is that the foundation was a little bit more moisturizing than the cushion, but once you use moisturizing primer on the cushion, I'm sure it will feel exactly the same as the foundation, which is good. And the pores, you know, like the foundation shows more of the pores compared to the cushion, but I guess with the primer it can be fixed as well. So I have a feeling that I'll be using up the cushion first, and then I'll be putting the foundation into the cushion right here to use up this foundation, because I like how easy this actually goes on my face with that cushion. I think that cushion helps a lot with how spreadable it is on the face. So yeah, I actually really do like both of them. However, with this cushion, I forgot to mention that it does not come with a refill. So if you would think which one is much more valuable, it would definitely be the foundation. But if you're like me and you want to use a cushion for much more easier application, maybe try the cushion first, and if you like it, you want to refill, use the foundation to refill, because it will last you way longer than getting another puff. Hope you guys found this review helpful, and if you want to see any more comparison, please put down in the comment box below, because I would like to know. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye.